Hey, everybody, boys, girls, men, women, and only those things. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God. People remind me all the time because I love the sound of saying, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say it because, like, in my brain, I'm about to start being the friggin', oh, sorry. I didn't mean friggin'. I meant fucking. Um, the fucking what's his name? The maestro, the freaking I forget the character's goddamn name. Anyway, from Cabaret. The like welcome and bienvenue, welcome from the étranger stranger. That one. Les avis enchantés. Happy to see you. We're not doing this. We are not living out my unlikely Broadway fantasies. That's not happening. That is not happening. That's not what's happening. Okay? Helga? Betty? Okay, get the freak. You can stop now. Anyway, good times. Good times, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, hey now. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it over here. Oh, look. Yeah. Even in the waning moments of weekendliness, the weekendliest type of times, the endliest of weekles. This is the end of the weekendliest of weeklings. And I'm telling you right now, it is boy howdy. Um, so, yes, and things. And things. Yeah, it's just going to be vague. Not going to put any specifics in there because I think we all know that comedy lies in vagaries. Why you think I have now with vaguely European styling? Yeah, that's right. I'm reading portions of this. I don't care what that one guy. He may have won a lawsuit, but he did not win the war of the worlds or words or whatever. Anyway, hey, come on. We gotta kick this in the ass. No more putzing or fucking or shitting or meandering around. The meandering's the worst one of all the ones I said. Hey, okay, we're going to go round the horn. We're going to go quickly. We're not going to waste time. We're not going to mince words because mincing is specifically prohibited in the Bible. You shall not have your baubles nor your crisping pins. That's right, and you shall not mince as you go. Thus saith the Isaiah. Don't fucking do that. I've read the Bible. I know it. So we don't mince words. Why not? Why don't we mince words? Well, first of all, God said no. Second of all, fact of the matter is that mincing is evil because it is a way to cut onions, and onions are of the devil. Thank you very much. That is correct. I don't know if you've been gnawing on the devil's tubers. Are onions tubers? I don't know. I don't know. They're fucking gross is what they are. I don't know if they qualify as a tuber. They are a like growing under earth kind of fucking thing. So you don't pick them off a tree like yummy stuff. You know, you don't pick them off a bush like so many delicious, delectable items. They are pulled up from the dirt where animals shit and whatnot. Yes, that stuff that if you track it inside the house, your mother will be like, no, get that the fuck outside. Bringing dirt in here. That's some bullshit. And that's where onions grow, and they are of the devil. What do you think is in deviled eggs? Exactly. Eggs also of the devil. Why would they be deviled eggs? If the devil did not look, the devil's in the details. And if you speak of the devil, yeah, I think we need to go southern. I think it's about time. I think it's about time we go southern. Anywho, so speak of the devil, and the devil doth appear. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't talk about the devil. You only talk about Jesus. 'Cause you want Jesus to appear. And you want Jesus to appear so badly because you're worried that you might be wrong about all this shit and that you've been telling people how to live their lives for no fucking reason whatsoever. You've been fucking, you know, telling gays that they're against God's will when you want to be down there grabbing their butt cheeks and tongue kissing them too. We all know what you want to do. That's fucking. But God said no. He said, you do not tongue kiss a man. And hard as it is, when we think about tongue kissing a man, just hard as a fucking rock. You could cut glass with the boners that appear as a result of that kind of thinking. Anyway. I don't know what I was doing, but I was having fun doing it. Oh, that's right. I was going to go around the horn. I was going to try and have that done by now because every time I do this, I literally waste the first 20 minutes, and it is almost always without fail 20 minutes on the button of me going like, hey, I'm going to go quick. And then 20 minutes passes because I get involved in some fuckery. I start play acting by myself, and that's what you get. That is what you get. Anyway, I like play acting by myself. This is my creative outlet, people. This is why I put this here. Like, it's where I do my thing. Shit. Anywho. Anyhoozles. So, here's the motherfucking dealio. We gonna get after it. I'm gonna try and go round the horn. I'm gonna try to go round the horns. Andy Dufresne tried to go. Andy Dufresne tried to go round the horses. I can't fucking Morgan Freeman. God damn it. I knew I was flying too close to the sun on wings of wax. Shit. I knew I was chained to a rock only to have fucking raptors come and tear my fucking liver out every goddamn day, and then it just grows back. I knew it was about to get that rock to the top of the mountain and then it rolls down and crushes me, but because I have fucking healing factor like Wolverine, I have to do it again the next day. I knew when I was giving Atlas a break that he's going to be like, nope, stay there, dweeb. And I was like, oh, fucking shit. It's some goddamn bullshit. Can't fucking put the world on my shoulders. That's fucking, you know what? I'm going to put it on a series of infinite turtles. Yeah, that's right. Series of infinite turtles. That's an infinite regression. That's a fucking infinite regression I'd like to see. Yeah. Regressio testudo. Anyway, regardless. Hey, I was going to go around the horn, and we are wasting fucking time. It's going to be 20 minutes again. Anyway, Braxton, my dude, my guy. You know how you've been telling me, like, hey, you know the devil's lettuce is your friend. And I was like, you bet it is. You bet it is. I get relaxified, but I also get this wild drive to do stuff. And that's crazy town. That is full on come my lady, come my lady. Be my butterfly, sugar baby. Who sang that song? Crazy Town. That's exactly fucking right. Why do you think I bring that up? No reason? No, it ties in. It ties into what I was saying. Braxton, here's what I'm saying to you. You recommended to me, at the start of this weekend that I get involved with some wacky type tobacco. And did I listen to you? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And how did that go? Well, fucking last night I started recording this shit and I passed out. Yeah. Into couch, my friend. That's some bullshit. See how anyone gets anything done on this fucking devil's lettuce. Ugh. It can't be good for you. We need to get you back on a getting work done type drug. Anyway, ridiculous. Can't deal with your bullshit. I bet this whole show is bullshit. Here's the beauty of the thing, is that I was supposed to record this 2 days ago. It was done. It was ready to go 2 days ago. But this is the third night. And I'm finally, third time's the charm. Or maybe it's not. Maybe this is going to be terrible. I don't know. But we got to do this. We got to do this shit. Then we got to go fold some laundry and catch some Z's for the Betty type buys. For the restfulness, so that we can greet a motherfucking day. So yeah, let's do this. If we're going to have fun with the weekend, let's have fun with the weekend. All right, moving around, Braxton. Fuck you and your weed. Hey, Ian. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. I see what you done did. We went from, God knows. We've been in baby coffins. We've been on untested rape kits. We've been in some terrible places. God knows, Ian. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your little pea of a brain. That you can't do your job well enough to put us on a fucking billboard. Put us on the side of a bus. Put us on a bus bench. Put us fucking, I don't know, on a goddamn pamphlet that's handed out by a sweaty homeless guy. I don't fucking know. Everything I just said is better than everything you have done. And this week, I swear to sweet motherfucking teenage Satan. Oh, I swear to him. Here's the deal. Okay, you don't need to know how I ended up at the place I ended up at. You don't need to know any fucking details about it. Other than, no, I'm not. Number one. And number two, they said that they had free hot dogs, and I have never been one to give up a free hot dog. I don't know where my accent's going, but it's going southern. And probably for good reason, because, well, for fuck's sake, Ian, I thought I was going to get me a free hot dog at some sort of hey, we're the Baptist Brethren's group of standing in a fucking city park, and we're here to fucking make some hot dogs for the community and, get the good Lord's word out by bringing people in with a hot dog and then leaving you with a Bible verse in your head and, doing the good work. And anyway, so got over there. There's some guys, I thought they was, honest to God, I thought they was queers. They was wearing dresses and whatnot. Then they went and put on them pointy hats. Well, for fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm going to try and bring my accent back to regular, back to normal, back to where it should be, honestly. Just center myself a little bit. Anyway, Ian. So yes, let's all have a good laugh at old Rem, who accidentally wound up at a fucking KKK rally. I like hot dogs. That's all you need to know, is that I like hot dogs, not racism. Okay? Racism, I got no time for. Hot dogs, all diggity dog day. God damn it. Anyway, so by the time I realized that this was the clan of the Fiery Cross and shit, I noticed a certain something. What was it? Oh, it was my face on an ad for this show on the back of clan robes. Ian, 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 I hate to, Ian, you're Jewish. I don't know if you know that the guys whose robes you put the ad on do not like you and maybe so not wish that you were alive. You really put yourself in danger in this one, number one. But number two, holy fuck. What are people going to think about me? It's my face on there. I go to the grocery store and people recognize me and shit. God damn it. Okay. Ian, go fuck yourself. Okay. All right. We're calming. We're getting calm. Okay. Chaz, get that 19-year-old girl off your lap. I don't care how much she's giggling. You get her off your lap. It's weird. It is weird. We all know what you're doing, and it's bad enough that we all have to know that, but we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. Not here in the workplace. Anyway, if you could find a less fucked up relative to come work here, that would be amazing. That would be great. Find someone just not quite as fucked up as Ian, and yeah, the show would benefit greatly, I am sure. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Oh, what's that you got over your shoulder, Clarissa? Oh, you're playing slap bag. The one where you take the bag out of the box wine and sling it over your shoulder, and if someone slaps your bag, you have to drink. You're playing this game. You're the only one playing this game. Okay, well, this is a pretty easy solution. Kaysen, I forbid you to slap that bag. Kaysen, you get your goddamn hands away from that bag. Kaysen, I will have my eye on you. You know what? Aiden, please, for fuck's sake tonight, prove that you're not completely goddamn worthless and fucking keep an eye on him so he's not slapping her bag because he wants to slap her bags, plural. You know, he wants to get her shirt off and shit. He's a perv. Your friend is a perv. And I am trying to prevent sexual harassment in the workplace. So, you know, like that lady with the poncho and the big earrings told us, I mean, we need to not sexually harass each other in the workplace. Okay? All right. I don't know why vaguely Southern tonight, but this is what you get. This is what you get. It's what you've gotten. It's what you will have gotten by this time tomorrow. How much will you have gotten? As much as you can fucking handle. But you will not have gotten it today. You will have gotten it tomorrow. I love fucking with verb tenses. I'm sorry. It's a good time for me. I think about it. I think about it all the time. I'll say something and I'll be like, oh, I could fuck up that verb tense. Oh, fuck the shit out of that verb tense. Yeah, that's right. Verb tense doesn't know what hit it. So, yeah. That's a whole thing that I do with my brain. Oh, shit. God damn it. It's almost exactly 20 minutes. Yay, we fucking wasted it. Hooray! The show's still not started, for fuck's sake. I kid you not. I have been trying to shorten the show openings, and it is not working. Not working at all. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So, let's get Stanley out here. Stanley the manly. Stanley, say your thing. We can tap on volume 45 now with vaguely European styling. Okay, you didn't even let me finish, but professional, I guess. Professional courtesy. Keep that in mind. Anyway, okay, so we're officially started. It's only 21 minutes in. That's very normal. I'm sure anyone who cared tuned out a long fucking time ago, including me. Anyway, hey, with your host, Rem Pemberton of the Clemson Pembertons. Look at my Euro stylings. I mean, what sort of an American would wear those pants? You know what I'm saying? And unbutton his shirt that far. I mean, and that's more of a blouse at this point than a shirt. More of a blouse. It's got like a floral pattern stitched into it. Yeah, that's, you got a lady's shirt on in this picture, me. And you couldn't look more European, you know. If you got all the way down to the feet, fucking Italian shoes, but no socks. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. With your host, Rem Pemberton of the Clemson Pembertons. Did I say that part? Did I say that? Anyway, it has now been said. Okay. Come on, Rem. Play that vaguely Euro-styled theme. Oh, it's vaguely Euro. Listen to this. This should be in Europop, Eurovision Euro Song Contest Euro 2023. Here we go. This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. Cha. Oh, yes, the cha. Well, we've chawed, haven't we? We have chawed. I may or may not have paused and gone to go get some water, which I am enjoying immensely. It's nice and cold. Thank you very much. Anyway, this week's episode, the showdown at Gulchy Gulch at high noon with spurs on. That's right, partner. Part the first, a barrage of yo mama jokes, which will grow increasingly, which will grow increasingly specific and esoteric as they go along, ending on jokes the host won't even get. Oh, you think I can't handle the jokes? You think I won't understand all the jokes? Is that what you're saying to me? You are saying to me, to my face, person to person, man to man, mano a mano. You are saying to me that I will not get the joke? Oh no. I bring the haha. I believe I can give the haha when appropriate. So you fucking watch. I will know what the fuck I am talking about. Probably. Okay. So let's find out. Let's see if I know anything about fucking anything. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yo mama jokes. I had forgotten what I was even doing. And now I remember. Now, don't think that I'm not on top of this show. I'm running this like an iron fist. This This show, I run it like an iron fist. Right up your asshole. You lube it with your own tears. That's right. Run this place like an iron fist. Anyway, so, part the first, subtype all. Subtype all. Part the first, subtype all. Your mama's so fat. Oh, this portly gentleman, you know, he loves to dabble in this and that, and he never says no to a free meal, if you know what I mean. Oh, I do believe you do. Anyway, I like that guy. I could fucking hang out with that guy. That guy sounds like a fucking good time. Ooh, you. I am. Yeah, I bet. You motherfucker. Like, let's go get some fucking short ribs and some fucking, I don't know, croissant. Like, what you into? I don't fucking, whatever. Ooh, I quite fancy some bitches. Ooh. Oh, bitches. Yeah, fuck yeah. This is amazing and shit. All right. Well, we're going to stop this nonsense. Stop that right fucking there. Those two guys shouldn't be talking to each other. Not when I'm trying to introduce a thing. That's what I mean. Like, this is not the part of the show where those two talk to each other. I'm not being like, hey, no, keep certain types of people away from other certain types of people, if you know what I mean. Like, that's not what I'm saying. That, fuck you if you think that that's what I'm into. Well, get fucked and fuck yourself and go catch a fuck train to Fucktown and get stuck in the fucking machine at Buttfuck Junction. That's what you fucking deserve. Anyway, sorry. I may have gotten carried away. I may have gotten carried away with some shit. So, there you go. Gulpity gulp gulp. Part the first. Subtype A. Yo mama so fat. Yo mama so fat. When she orders at Taco Bell, she just looks at the entire menu and says, yes. Yes, I will have one of all of thems with a side order of another one of all of thems. I eat 2 Taco Bells in the morning. I eat 2 Taco Bells at night. I eat Taco Bells 'cause I'm your mama. And that keeps my ass so right. My ass is big. It has its own gravitational force. It keeps the moon in tidal lock. I'm thicker than a fucking horse. I mean, a horse does not possess the gravitational ability, the pull, to keep the moon in tidal lock. It's the mass of the earth that does that. I mean, everybody knows that shit. I mean, come on. I'm not telling you anything you don't know here. We only see one side of the moon ever because it is tidally locked to the earth. Like, that's just how it is. It's the moon, and it doesn't fucking spin around like we do. Anyway, I don't know how else to explain it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's why there can be a Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, because there is a side that is dark on the other side that we don't fucking see ever. There are not that many photos of it, as a matter of fact. Anyway, regardless. Good times. I don't know how the fuck I got onto that shit. But, hooray, brain. You're doing a great job. Yo mama's so fat, she stepped on a scale and it said, "To be continued." And then its wheels folded up and it threw in some garbage from the bathroom trash can and processed that into fucking plutonium and flew off into part 2. Which was, you know what? Better in some ways, worse in others. It's kind of a mixed bag. The idea of it's great. The execution, not always the most. But, it is pretty good. And that third one, you always tell yourself, I don't like the third one as much. It's not my favorite one. Let's all agree that the series took a step back in the third one, right? That's what we always tell ourselves. And then you catch any scene of the third one and you're like, oh, fuck, this shit is good. I forgot that, it's just not as good when compared to two of the greatest movies of the 1980s. It's not quite as good compared to two of the greatest things of all time. It's like it's not like Godfather Part 3 where it's genre defining fucking, impossibly stepping up after a genre defining debut, to the point where most people will tell you that The Godfather Part 2 is actually a better film, and it's hard to say that they're wrong, so yeah, that's true. No one's walking around saying, what's really good? Godfather Part 3. The only arguments I've ever heard for Godfather Part 3 being at all acceptable is when they're like, well, if you consider the natural progression of the story, where it would go next, that's probably where, so that's why it is what it is. But that's not an explanation that's well, here's why it's good. It's an explanation of here's why you should accept that it's bad and not be mad about it. That's what that is. Anyway, Back to the Future is not like that. Back to the Future is one is if it's in your top 5 movies all time, people are like, yeah, that's fucking right, it is. 2, if that's in your top 5 movies all time, people are like, oh, this motherfucker does not play around. He knows hoverboards and shit. He's onto it. Self-lacing Nikes and shit. He knows a thing or two. Oh, is that a bulldog? Anyway, that's what that one is called. Or am I thinking of Suburban Commando? An altogether different, it's not time traveling, it's space traveling. Yeah. Hold on. I have to look that shit up because I will be very upset with myself if I am referencing Suburban Commando and not Back to the Future Part 2. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, I think what I learned most of all is that it's been too long since I've watched Suburban Commando. I love that movie. I'm sorry. Hulk Hogan in a silly Hulk Hogan and Rick Moranis and fucking what's her name, Duvall, fucking Olive Oil and fucking Fairy Tale Theater and shit. Anyway, goddamn, what's her first name? Betsy something, fucking none of it. Shelley Duvall. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. It might be Shelley Duvall. Anyway, regardless, Duvall, you know what I'm talking about. was olive oil alongside Robin Williams in the Popeye movie that everyone like fucking hated at the time. And then you look back on it now and you're like, oh, I get what they were going for. And no, that's good. No, it's good. Like, it's not the most amazing thing you'll ever see, but it's good. Like, it's worth watching. It's worth seeing. You know, there's some other shit that like from that era that people were like, no, this is good, that you watch now and you're like, this is not good. Like a lot of action movies and shit that you're like, oh, so we were just okay with racism back then. Okay. All right, I see what you're doing here. Yep. Got it. Um anyway, regardless, folks. Cheese Malise. We're gonna boy howdy. Okay. Well, we're gonna move on from this joke. This one joke that took us entirely too long to tell it. This is the shortest one we've had so far. Anyway, your mom is so fat, she gets her dresses at the same place the Los Angeles Dodgers get their stadium grounds covers. Oh, snap. On Yo Mama. Yo Mama got snapped on. Yeah, that's right. She gets it at this store. Stadium grounds covers and dresses for Yo Mama are us. We all know that, so it's just off the interstate. Everybody knows where that is. Shit. We seen your mama down there. You can't miss her. That bitch fat. Anyway, regardless, as I previously said, given the place where she buys her dresses, they cover infields with that shit. That's how big Yo Mama is. Are you not getting what I'm implying about Yo Mama? I'm saying that the amount of fabric that it would take to just barely cover her wide, flibbity, flabbity, big old booty ass is the same amount of material as it would take to cover a standard regulation-sized Major League Baseball infield. The dirt part of the baseball field. This is what I'm talking about. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're not a sports fan. God damn it. I don't know who you are, person I'm talking to in this joke that is going on for entirely too long. It lost the plot so fucking long ago. But I think that's Comedy 101. Step 1, lose the plot. Step 2, keep talking. Anyway, here we go. Moving on. Yo Mama's so fat, her hair is full of flags from guys who reach the summit. Guys who reach the summit. Oh, shit. This is a good time. This guy is from, like, Sudan or some shit. No, wait. Turkey? Is that the Turkish flag? Oh, somebody's going to be pissed. They're going to be like, no, it's Morocco, you son of a bitch. Like, I don't know my world flags well enough. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You seem like a nice guy. Anyway, moving on. Your mama's so fat, I had to swerve to get around her once, and I had to stop 3 times to ask for directions. It was like, oh, yeah, just curve around there and then curve around again to get past the next ass flap. Okay, and then how many more miles after that? You know, because your mama, you gotta, like, it's like driving. Do you not get the immensity of the size of your mama's ass that I am implying in this joke? Normally you swerve to miss something. It's like, whoop, whoop. You know, like that fast you swerve. And you then swerve right back on it. It's no problem. This swerve is like fucking going through a mountain mountain yo mama's ass, except I wouldn't mount yo mama's ass. I don't fucking, you know, get up into that stanky shit. God damn it. Your mama. I have a problem with your mother. I'm not so much you. My problem, good sir, my gripe is not with you. My quarrel, it has nothing to do with you. You seem a gentleman. You seem a gentleman, good sir. But you see, that mama of yours, she and I do have some beef. And so if you would so kindly step aside and let a man handle the shit that he has with a woman, don't think of her as your mama. Just think of her as a woman. Because I got some shit with her. I ran out of gas. I wore down the shoe leather on my fancy European ass Italian shoes that I wear without socks, and so I got fucking blisters all over the place. The blisters broke and I started bleeding, and my fucking Italian leather shoes, and now they're fucking ruined. That's my main gripe with your mama, is that she ruined my fancy Italian leather shoes with her big fat ass that I had to walk all the way around. And it's too much. It's too fucking much. I'm sorry. This is some bullshit with your mama. Anyway, so that's the end of another single joke. You see how these go? It's like I say the thing on the slide and then I keep going for no reason. Yeah, that's how comedy works, children. That's where the haha comes from. That's how Daddy gets the haha into the fucking chuckle box down at the Laugh-a-dee Laugh fucking fun time weekendy type show factory. That's right. Anyway, let's keep a going. Your mama's so fat when she gets a yeast infection, it affects the bread lines in Russia. You know, because, like, even in a communist country, supply and demand, and if, supply is low, then anything happens to demand because supply is low, because instead of going into the fucking Russians' bread and it's up your mama's pussy, it's fucking your mama's selfish. I mean, look, our war is with Putin. It is not with fucking the Russian people. The Russian people don't fucking know better because, like, they've been misinformed by a government that fucking doesn't trust them and actually kind of hates them, but they wouldn't know it because the government does everything they can to hide that fact. So, fuck. It's not their fault that their leaders are getting into some shit and then not even coming clean about how the shit is going. And about the fucking war crimes that they are committing in the name of these people who are like, I just need some fucking bread. Why? They're like, good sir, I just need some bread for my children. I have 2 children. Their names are Dmitry and Yuskevich. Yeah, that's right. He was my favorite defenseman for the Maple Leafs in the mid-90s. Please, good sir, I've named my children one after the first name and one after the last name of my favorite defenseman for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the mid-1990s. That's right. We're talking like 96 to 98, that range, maybe up to 99-ish to 2000-ish. I don't know. Late 90s, you know what? I'll extend it. Late 90s, early 2000s. That's right. Dmitry Yuskevich. Favorite one of all the ones. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't know this, but sharing information. Anyway, so the guy is like, hey, good sir. Hello, good sir. I need some bread for my children, Dmitry and Yuskevich. Yes, named after the hard-hitting defenseman who hails from the motherland of Russia, a land full of culture and history, rich in its traditions and interesting peoples and the lives they do live. For lo, they are people like unto ourselves, so very alike. We look into their faces and we see ourselves. As well we should. We are citizens of the world, as are they. And we should not let these petty divides divide us so. So why the fuck is all the yeast up your mama's pussy when it should be in the bread? People are starving. Your bitch ass mama is hogging all the yeast up her pussy. And that is some fucking bullshit. How are we ever going to have world peace with your mama sticking all the yeast up her pussy? That's a bullshit. Anyway, okay. Your mama's so fat, her neck got more folds than the towel aisle at Bed Bath and Beyond. Oh, you can see it actually. You can see it right here. When people found out that these top rows were fake, because only no one is tall enough to reach these unless you fucking play in the NBA and shit. But these are the ones that people can reach, and so these you could see have been gone through, and someone has to come back through and refold them and put them back and shit. And they're not all exactly the same, but these ones up here are exactly the same. And then people found out oh, that's just some fucking rolled foam with the fucking towel stitched to it, and it's not even a full towel. It just gives the illusion that this is a folded towel, but it's all one piece of cloth, just drop stitch, drop stitch, drop stitch. Yeah, people were so mad when they found that out. They're like, oh, my favorite thing in the world is a lie. Yeah, well, now you know how we felt when we found out that God is a lie. Check and mate, bitches. Atheism, it's the only way out. Just kidding. God damn it. No, it's not. I mean, it's just the only thing that makes fucking sense. But I mean, technically what makes more sense is agnosticism in its original intended sense. Agnoses, that's how the word breaks up. Like the Gnostics of Christian history believe that they had special access to an unseen world, a hidden world of knowledge not known by regular mere mortals. And they believed they had this gnosis. They believed they had it, and that's why they were the Gnostics. Whereas they were like, oh, you other Christians, you don't know about this unseen world that we know about, this hidden dimension of belief that we are a party to that you know nothing about. And that's literally, that is how the Gnostics viewed their role in the world. Anyway, regardless, the Pope declared them heretics, which is why the Gnostic Gospels were not canonized. None of the Gnostic Gospels, and there are several Gnostic Gospels. None of them were canonized. But it makes sense because what eventually emerged as Christian theology is wholly incompatible with what the Gnostics were teaching. So it's fine. It's just that, they were also people competing for the right to be Christianity, the Christianity that emerged from, out of the first 3 centuries of existence of this, obscure Jewish cult that eventually went on to, dominate the world's sphere of religions. Anyway, regardless, let's talk about this. I mean, it is fucking Sunday, so we can. It is the Lord's day. Anyway, sorry, did I just trigger some of y'all? I'm sorry, I apologize. Dear Lord, bless this mine little heart for having done triggered some folks with my singing in a Gregorian type way, and now with my praying in a smarmy southern sort of a way. Oh, 'cause fucking tonight there's gonna be like prayers offered up all through the southern United States. Dear Lord, we do pray to thee. They already done offered them up by now. Shit. I mean, they've done gone to bed by now. Different time zone, Eastern fucking time zone and shit. So yeah, them motherfuckers already sawing logs and whatnot. They already laid their souls down to rest and prayed the Lord their souls to keep. And hope they might die before they wake. But, who knows if souls exist, so that's fun. Anyway, there's no definitive proof that they do, but also we do have a tendency to think of ourselves in a dualistic way, and that does not seem to be the product of nurture. It appears to be something that is innate in humans to be like, well, this is my mind, and this is my body, or this is my soul, and this is my body, or this is my body and this is myself. Our bodies ourselves, or whatever. I mean, we always tend to think of ourselves in these dualistic ways. Like, why would that not be an indication of that perhaps being the soul? And to that I say, well, that's not proof of anything. This is speculation on an unknown. I can speculate on an unknown too. What if it's fucking nothing? Like, there's no proof that it's anything but, So, kaboom, I guess. So, yeah. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. The sacred sacraments of our Lord and Savior, Emmylou Harris, the one and only true God. I think we are all in agreement. And also, your mama is very large, and she has many folds in her neck. It's like an envelope factory. God damn it, that should have been the joke. It's got more folds than an origami envelope factory. God damn it, what else has folds? It's got more folds than a baker folds in eggs and shit. I don't know. Folds. Oh, it's got more folds than a millionaire shepherd, because the shepherd has got his fold of sheep, and if he's a millionaire, then he's probably like got a lot of folds. So your mom having more folds than that, god damn, that's a lot of folds. Oh boy, that's right. Oh, I got another one. This one is going to go ridiculous. Your mom got more folds than a douchebag convention. Because, they'll all have billfolds. They won't have, like, fucking wallets. They'll all have some, like, snazzy, clippity-clappity, like, contraption. Like, I put my cards on this side. I put my cash on the other. What else do you need? There's a fucking, come on. It fucking does what you need it to fucking do. That's all it does. You don't need no fucking, like, leather getting involved in shit. No cows had to fucking give up their skin for me to be able to fucking, like, what the fuck, man? And to that I say, well, if you are not a vegetarian, then you shouldn't have such a problem with leather. I don't know what your deal is. Your deal is with leather. Anyway, regardless. Because I like a leather daddy. I mean, I'm saying, look, 30% more. Fuck you, Jessica. Anyway. Oh my God. This last week, I was specifically, no, it was this weekend. This weekend. Specifically verboten, like, hey, I don't need to know what you are thinking about in that dimension when you're 30% more. Like, you can keep that to yourself. It does not need to get said out loud. Anyway, good times. Good times. Very few things in our life are like, yeah, you can keep that unsaid. You know, so many things go said. But like this one is like, no, 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 no. Anyway, regardless, leather daddies, no. I mean, me personally, no. I don't think. I mean, maybe. I mean, is he cute? Regardless, god damn it. Your mama's so fat, her ass crack looks like the Continental Divide. Oh, man. Remember that band song, Across the Great Divide? The band, man. They're a fucking great band. They're one of my all-time favorite bands, man. The band. The band. Like, the band... they're one of my favorites. For real. For so realsly. My top four, I used to have a top four, and it went like this. Weezer, number one, which people always have a fucking problem with. They're always like, it's basically that SNL sketch about Weezer where like you tell someone that your favorite band is Weezer, and they've got a gripe about Weezer, but not because they don't like any Weezer. It's because not all Weezer is like the little narrow bit that they do like. And the fact that there's any other Weezer makes them angry at that to the point where they don't even want to listen to the part that they do like. You know, that's their experience with it. Which is, I don't know. Because, like, for a long time, I was like, yeah, Weezer, they're the Cheap Trick of our generation. Like, they are. They're Cheap Trick, you know, because Cheap Trick was that band that everybody fucking liked, you know? Didn't matter what you were into. You're like, you know what? Those motherfuckers, they can rock. I'll tell you that. The fucking weird looking one comes out with a guitar with like 9 necks on it, and he's shredding on every fucking one of them, you know? Like, so what am I not going to enjoy that, you know? Like, it doesn't matter what you're into. You're like, this is a motherfucking rock show, and I like what I am seeing. And you listen to the album, especially their live album, and you're like, yeah, this is it. This is the shit. I am enjoying the shit out of this fuck. The fuck out of this shit. The shit out of this ass. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what the expression is. I am enjoying the rim out of this asshole. I am just rimming the rim out of the asshole of this. I just hit the nail on the head. There we go. I just gave the nail head. I don't know. Goddamn, 30%. Anyway, moving on. Moving on there. Don't need to be hanging around here no more. Don't worry about it. It's very normal. Okay. Your mama's so fat she has the same pant size as Uranus. Oh, that is some clever wordplay. Oh, I like that one. That one's good. We're going to pick up the pace. We need to. We really need to. Yo mama's so fat, brave men spelunk in her asshole. And when I say spelunk, I don't mean it in the eat out voraciously sense. I mean it in the put on headlamps and take in a bag full of rope, carabiners, ascenders, descenders, and chalk scents. Part the first, subtype B. Yo mama so old. Yo mama so old, she calls $100 bill the one with a picture of my ex on the front. Oh, man. That's pretty old. I'm just going to zip through these because there's a bunch more. And we are already at an hour. And I meant to keep it tight. I meant to keep it tight tonight. I did not do that. I need to go help my lovely person out in the house. Got a person I need to go help out in the house. Trying not to break the fourth wall. Is there a fourth wall? I don't fucking know. This is real life. This is not fantasy. I'm an actual Rem Pemberton. That's the name on my goddamn motherfucking birth certificate. And I would swear to it on a stack of quartz, each with their own very sworn upon Bible, each with miniature versions of me swearing on other miniaturized Bibles on the inside. And a regression of pictures of me doing that inside on the page of the Bible, which I'm swearing on. I mean, fuck. Swear to motherfucking sweet, merciful teenage Satan. Fuck's sake. Teenage Satan is real. And Emmylou Harris is like, I'm cool with him. You know how Yahweh is like, Satan, you are my enemy, even though I created you and basically put you in a situation where you would have to be my enemy, regardless of what you thought about anything, which, ironically enough, was kind of how you wanted things to go? What? That's suspicious. That story has plot holes. Anyway, at least for fuck's sake, Emmylou Harris is like, oh, Teenage Satan? Oh, he's pretty cute. I mean, whatever. Shut up. No. No, don't tell him anything. Oh my god. Teenage Satan, I saw him down by the pool. Oh my god, with his shirt off. Oh. No, he's so cute. Don't embarrass me. Fuck. Anyway, regardless, I was getting carried away at how fucking Teenage Satan has dimples, you guys. Did you know that? And he has blue eyes. Yeah, red skin, but like blue eyes. And like, who cares about the red skin? Because underneath that skin is a fucking rockin' set of 6-pack abs. Just, I fucking do my laundry on that shit. Telling you. Anyway, regardless. Teenage Satan. You can worship him too. The one and only true God is fine with it. Anyway, here we go. Not to get all theological on a Sunday night. Don't want to get bogged down in theology. It's a Sunday night, people. Your mama's so old, she remembers back when they were just a bunch of pretty good lakes. Your mama's so old, Zeus is one of her baby daddies. Your mama's so old, as a teenager, she used to write in a clay diary in cuneiform. Oh my gosh, she pressed that dried reed into the clay tablet, and then it probably got cataloged in the fucking library in Nineveh. Yeah, the biblical city of Nineveh. It actually fucking existed, but, yeah. Contrary to the biblical account, was not destroyed by God, but was very clearly destroyed by other peoples of the day. And yeah, the library remained miraculously intact because clay tablets, not parchments, not fucking scrolls, clay goddamn tablets. And so, like, we still have these fucking things to this day. Like, okay, every semester I teach Gilgamesh, and like we only have it because a guy named Sonluki Anini, and I don't think that's a correct pronunciation of his name, but that's how it's spelled. Um, decided like, oh, this story about Gilgamesh, this is some hot shit, or write this shit down. And, you know, like he was basing it off of an earlier version of the story that had already been told. Yes, there are two versions of the story, largely the same. We are missing portions of the older story, so we don't know exactly to what extent both stories are the same. I'm just gonna be hitting you with a lot of facts about Gilgamesh. Yeah, because guess why? Here's the truth. You wanna know the truth? Every semester, every semester since the start of it all, I have put on the fucking yeah. Shit. What? Oh, yeah, I've put on the fucking test. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Every fucking semester I put on the unit test for Gilgamesh. Why do you think old Rem Pemberton of the Clemson Pembertons put this fucking into the curriculum? This story. Why did we read this? And a lot of times people guess and things like, oh, because it's his favorite story of all time. Nope, that is not correct. My favorite story, I don't tell them because I could not fucking bear the goddamn disrespect of like teenagers sitting around thinking that Voltaire isn't funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I could not sit in the same room as that shit. Like I have sat in the same room as kids who thought Nick Bottom from A Midsummer Night's Dream was not funny, and I was like, are you fucking serious right now? You get the fuck out. Like, how are you not getting this? Like, this is a guy from fucking forever ago. For goddamn ever ago. You know, we're talking 400 years, bitch. 400 years. And this guy was like, hey, you know what human beings are like? And he nailed it on the fucking head. He gave that nail head, he sucked it off. He was like, take this nail. And the nail was like, oh, right there. Oh my God. The nail, like, had never had a woman get him there that quickly. And you know how women are with nails. They're basically like fucking cobblers. Because cobblers spit nails. Is anybody into the practice of spitting nails? Anyone? No one? Okay. All right. Um, well, I'm afraid I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, your mama is very old, and Gilgamesh is the shit. Just know that and deal with that. But yeah, some guy, Sunlucky Anini, was like, this hot shit. He wrote it down, and then it just fucking longer than any of the biblical texts. Like our oldest versions of the books of Moses, which come from the Dead Sea Scrolls, are so much younger than these fucking stories. Like it's so goddamn old. It's the literally the first story that anyone was like, this is good enough to write down. You know what I'm saying? Like systems of writing were barely coming into fucking existence, and someone was like, Oh my God. You know what my favorite story of all time is, and the one that I would like preserved? That fucking Gilgamesh. I swear to God, that shit gets me every time it is told as an oral tradition, as we've had for fucking millennia, you know. And then he wrote it down, and then I'm just gonna keep going. This Victorian gentleman by the name of George Smith, in a museum in London, they received from they had rescued, quote unquote, you know how the British rescue things from places. And then the countries that they rescue them from come ask for them later. They're like, hey, we are the nation of Greece. And everyone knows that those are some very extremely Greek sculptures that you have in there, and we would like them back. And the museum in London is like, we're not done looking at it yet. You can fuck right off. I'll tell you, you can fuck right back to where you came from, you greasy bastard wog. Oh my God, a wog, that's a terrible racial slur. I just remember that I shouldn't say shit like that. God damn it. It is a terrible racial slur. I think an Australian taught me that. An Australian, because I was like, hey, teach me how to say swear words in Australian. And he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Like, goddamn. Well, swear words in Australian. Well, you got all the normal ones, you know. All the, like, George Carlin. Yeah, the cocksucker motherfucker tits, you know. That list. The fucking 7 words that you can't say. Anyway, they're like, we got that. Plus we got wanker. Plus, you know, like he keeps going, giving these other ones. You know, pretty soon he's explaining what yabos are and stuff, and like, and then um it's like, or you could call someone a wog. And I'm like, what's a wog? And he's like, you know, it's like Italians and like greasy people and stuff like that. And I'm like, the what now? You know, like greasy people, you know, from Europe, Europeans who are like from the greasy countries, like Spaniards and like Italians and shit like that, you know? Wogs. I'm like, oh, fuck, y'all got racism? But then you remember, you're like, oh, right, they did the same shit we did. They stole their whole country from somebody. Like, there were original inhabitants, you know, aboriginals, if you will. The original peoples who was there, and they were like, hi, good eye, mate. This land looks nice. Mind if we keep it, eh? Yeah, well, I've got a fucking gun. What you got, a spear? Well, fuck off then. My land. Anyway, you know, in America we did that, but with this accent. Hello. I will someday have a city named after me. My name is Kit Carson. Would you natives mind getting off of your fucking land? Oh, you don't want to? Well, then we are going to burn all of your fields and crops right before harvest time. And then we're going to force march you to fucking western Texas from, like, eastern Arizona. And so, like, yeah, it's a fucking schlep. And, like, a ton of your people are going to die on the way because they fucking don't have food to eat. And when we, the United States government, are like, why don't they have fucking food to eat? They will respond, because you burned our crops in the field, you fucking asshole. That's why my people are dropping dead by the wayside. So if we could just hurry this the fuck up and you drop us off wherever the fuck we gotta be, we're gonna try to fucking not die this winter. You know? Like, that's literally, and then Kit Carson was like, okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm acknowledging your journey and whatnot. Anyway, I'm gonna go off and have the capital of the state of Nevada named after me. You know, like a state capital that fifth graders will have to memorize will be named after yours truly, Captain Native American von Fuckerson. Like, the dude who just, like, burns your crops in the fields and lets your women and children die on the fucking way to nowhere. Yeah, I'm the guy we named a city after. Hooray! Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. America, fuck yeah. Anyway, so I think the lesson we've all learned is that I should not say wog. It is a racial slur, and I am sorry. Um, but sometimes you do forget that other people are racist, and you're like, oh shit, you hate a different people than we hate, but like, you hate them in the same way, which is weird and makes us question why we hate anyone in the first place. I mean, those of us who do. I don't actually hate people on the basis of race. I hate people on the basis of their assholes. Like, if you act like an asshole in the world, like you get out into the world and what you bring into it is like, I'm an asshole and I don't care about other people. I'm just a fucking asshole. I only think about myself. You know, and that's what you bring to the world. Then I'm like, okay, fuck you. Like, that's, you can go fuck yourself. And if I could pass legislation limiting your right to fucking go outside in the daytime, I fucking would, you know? And that's right. Bringing the hard hitting shit against assholes. Yeah. Shit hasn't hit assholes this hard since that time the fucking toilet blew up. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. At least we said something about it. I don't know. We lost the plot. Let's move on. Why do we keep losing the plot and lingering over shit that we shouldn't? Obviously. Durr. Your mama's so old, when she visited the Museum of Natural History, they asked her to return her jacket to the early man exhibit. Yeah, 'cause her jacket raggedy like this shit. And it fucking old like her and her big old ass face. Your mama's so old, she's still sad about that time she lost her pet mammoth at the La Brea tar pits. Yeah, that's right. There aren't living mammoths anymore. It's a fucking extinct species. Your mama's so old. In her high school history class, they mostly just stood around waiting for shit to happen. It was more of a noticing class. Like, hey, notice that shit. It's happening right now. People are going to write about this shit. You know what? As a matter of fact, why don't you write about this shit? Maybe somebody will find it on a fucking clay tablet someday. Because, you know, papyrus, I mean, you get lacunae, you get, you do get lacunae. That is a technical term for a tear in a wound paper that repeats in a mathematically predictable pattern, so that you can tell how long a scroll would have been if you're missing parts of it, but you have at least one lacunae. You can figure the winding length, which will then help you figure the scroll length. It's true. This is factually accurate. This and more, and information you will never need ever in your life. Unless, for some weird reason, you're Mormon. In which case, if you ever find out about lacunae, you might not be Mormon so long. Anyway, just watch out. I don't know what the fuck you're doing watching this shit, given how fucking sweary it is. If you're Mormon, you're welcome. I mean, this is still for you if you fucking enjoy it. I don't care. Anyway, but I'm telling you right now, Emmylou Harris is the one and only true God, and also she is pretty cool with teenage Satan. He got washboard fucking abs, and his ass is fucking tight and shit. Like, you want to get 2 scoops, but you can't because you're both men, and God said no. Just kidding. Emmylou Harris never said no. She's super cool with gay people. Anyway, regardless. Yo mama's so old. After God said, "Let there be light," he yelled at yo mama, "Down in front." Oh, except there is no God. I'm sorry, Mormons. You've been wasting your time. There is no God. Just move on with your lives. Do better. Have some fucking fun. Get drunk or some shit. I don't know. Have a good time for once. Don't be such a fucking wet blanket everywhere you go. Part the first, subtype C. Yo mama so dumb. Yo mama so dumb when the weatherman said it was chilly outside, she ran out the door with a bowl and a slice of cornbread. Oh man, that's dumb. I could go for some cornbread. Anything buttery right now, as a matter of fact. I think buttery would be delicious. Your mama's so dumb she once got arrested for attempting to mine crypto in a graveyard. Now that is dumb. God damn it. Your mama's so dumb she bought tickets to an Eminem concert because she likes the red one. Now that's fucking dumb. Your mama's so dumb. When she heard rubbers prevented pregnancy, she made your dad fuck her while wearing galoshes. Oh, I came up with that one. That was me. That was my brain. And when I came up with that, I was so delighted with myself. I was like, oh, that's fucking funny. And then I pictured my own father. In flagrante delicto with my mother while wearing fucking galoshes, and I wanted to scream out loud because it was a horrifying image and I did not want it. No thank you. So this is not about my mama. This is about yo mama. This is what we've learned. That is what we've learned today. Yo mama's so dumb, she calls the small holes side the cheese lesser. The cheese lesser. See, this is one of those jokes that the guy who wrote it is like, well, fuck you, I like it, because I do. And I don't have a live audience in here with me, but I know that you did not enjoy that joke, but I sure as fuck did. Anyway, I just need you to know that. I just need you to know. I don't need you to change or fix anything. I just need you to witness my experience. I am having a human experience, and I need you to fucking be here with me. Anyway, your mama's so dumb, she invented the fake shit after she ate a whole bowl of waxed fruit. I don't know. This is another one of mine. I don't know if I'm proud of it, but like the idea that all she had to eat was wax fruit, that she ate all of it, that she just fucking ate everything in the bowl. She didn't like take one bite and be like, nope, this is not food. But she ate the entire thing. And then what did she take as a shit? Well, she ate not real food. She shit a not real shit. That's hilarious. It's a hilarious idea in my brain, but I don't know if anybody else is sitting there thinking like, no, that tracks. That's funny. You're right. You're right. I thought about the image of that, and you are correct, sir, with your identification of what is and is not haha worthy. This is quite so haha worthy. I don't know if anybody else is going to enjoy this, but I did a thank you. Oh my God. Ugh. This makes me angry. Ugh. God damn it. I forgot I put this one in here and now I'm just angry. Yo mom is so dumb she laughs at Liberty Mutual commercials. Fuck you with your fucking emu. Fuck off. You know why your insurance is cheaper? Is because you take away shit that people would actually be getting at their other insurance companies and then you call it savings. It's not savings, it's loss of coverage. You fucking dick. Anyway, you can fuck off. Fuck you, Liberty Mutual. And you're like, this thing where, like, here's what you've done. You've made these commercials that are intentionally cringeworthy, but you know that they're cringeworthy. So they're like, because it's supposed to be this thing where because it's tongue in cheek cringeworthy, it's actually uncringeworthy and funny. But because you intended that, now it's not the fucking thing that we like. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why we like The Room. Tommy Wiseau's The Room, one of the greatest cinematic achievements of all time. There's a reason we like that, and it is cringeworthy. It is not a good film, and we love it so fucking much. You know, we could watch it right now, except it needs to be bedtime soon. But like, there's a reason we love that cringeworthy shit, and your cringeworthy shit is so contrived as a fucking way to make $1 that we don't like it. It's not an artistic expression. So stop trying to do these like fucking, oh, we're getting artsy fartsy with our shit. No, we still know what you're doing. You're selling us on shit, and we don't like that feeling. Find a better way to do what you're doing. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Time for Your Mama So Ugly. Subtype D. We're still in part the first? Fuck. Your mama's so ugly. Spirit of Halloween thought she was trying to shoplift, but it was just a face. Your mama's so ugly. When she tried to sell her body on the streets, the only money she made was from guys thanking her for inspiring them to go home to their wives. And before you say shit, like, this picture is like, if you Google like ugly woman prostitute, I think is what I Googled. This is like one of the top 10 images. And I'm like, yeah, that if that's what I'm seeing here, I'm not saying no. Anyway, regardless, yo mama's so ugly, she once looked in a mirror and the mirror said, nope. So we're going to find out how good my pop filter is. Pop. Is it ASMR yet? Poppity peep pop. Pop them poppers, Puff Daddy. It's fucking time. Oh, it's the Leather Daddy from before. His name is Puff Daddy. No relation. Puff Daddy, no relation. That's funny to me. I don't care if that's funny to you. That is funny to me. That's the less aggressive than the thing that fucking Larry the Cable Guy. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. That there is funny. That's some funny ass shit. Like, that. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Uh, it's too aggressive. They're like, I don't care if you think it's funny. I enjoyed it and I'm keeping it in there. That is a more honest piece of work. And we as an audience respond to that better and would like to kiss you with tongues after the show. So, whatever. Sorry, audience. I was just reading your minds. Anyway, I'll stop that. Yo mama's so ugly, she once went to a nude beach and changed everybody's mind. Oh, man. I love this one. I came up with this one, and when I came up with it, I was like, that's a good time. Change everybody's mind. And I love this sign because that's an actual sign. And there's probably actual naked person in the background, but you can't really see. Like, I can't even tell if that's a man or a woman. Anyway, regardless, or if that's a shirt or not. But like the whole, not anymore though. Nope, not really. I'm proud of that. It's okay if I'm proud of my own things every now and again. Okay. Your mama's so ugly, the doctor who artificially inseminated her so that she could have you used the 10-foot pole. I was worried that the that the setup to that would be entirely too long. I believe I was correct. The doctor who artificially inseminated her so she could have you as a baby child and raise you as her own and have you be a part of both her immediate and her extended families forever and ever, someone that she cares for and after, the way that your mother had you. Well, she was so ugly in fact, that the time that after many unsuccessful attempts at fucking jumping drunk guys in fucking railway stations, after fucking entirely too many years of doing that shit and never once catching pregnancy, she fucking went to a clinic and they fucking did it, but the doctor was like, ew, could you put a paper bag over it? And she's like, I did, and it's soaked through. Oh my God, the ugly. And we're not talking like grease or anything. The ugly itself soaked through the paper bag, so much so that you could still see it. It was like, oh my God, it was like a warthog who was also a burn victim, who was also a partial face amputee. That's what your mama be like. If I could light my own brain on fire and commit seppuku at the same time, I would, but I don't have enough hands to pull off both of those things, and so I live on in the pain of having seen your mama's fucking ugly ass face. I wish it looked more like an ass, but her ass, let's not even go there. But since you bring it up, her fucking ass looks like two toddlers under a sheet fighting over the last bite of Jell-O. Okay? That's what it looks like. It's just like parts flipping out and sticking and jiggling and billowing and fucking who knows what. It's all moving and undulating and fucking gelatinous fucking. It's like a lava lamp that is like a lava lamp made out of the shit floating up and down in a fucking vat of partially melted lard. You know what I'm saying? That's what it'd be like. That's what it do be like. Anyway, I'm scarred for life by yo ugly ass mama, and I'm taking too long on these fucking slides. Every time I need to roll slides like people from Alabama. Anyway, the first subtype D, at least this is the last part of the first part. Yo mama experiences a steep ramp up in specificity and esotericity. I may have just invented the word esotericity because Google did not recognize it as a word. They were like, "Do you mean esotericism?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not talking about a noun for esoterics and the practice thereof. I'm talking about the state of being, of information being esoteric and the esotericity of that information. How esoteric is it? How common is the subset of person who knows this information? Because the rarer the person who knows this information, the more esoteric, therefore the more esotericity the thing has. Put me in the fucking dictionary. Corey Stamper, where are you? My favorite lexicographer. I need to be in your dictionary, please. I came up with a word. Esotericity. It's a state of being esoteric. Yes. I need to be in your dictionary, please and thank you. Oh, fuck. I need someone to use me in an academic article. Maybe I'll fucking write one and submit it to, like, the Journal of the English Language Quarterly or some shit. Anyway, moving on. Your mama's so fat, her choice of breakfast foods has far-reaching effects on the commodities exchange. Oh no, what happened to the price of oats, they say. Oh, honeyed bunches in your mama's mouth? Well, goddamn. That's right. The demand is through the roof. It is whichever market that is. Bull? Is that the bull when the demand is high? Is it a bear when the demand is low? I don't know. I don't do stocks and commodities. You know why? Because I was not born to money, you know? The top 1% of the top 2% have 99% of the stocks and the bonds and the commodities. Anyway, that was Hillary Clinton. I was just doing there. My lauditum, lauditions, laudatory, lavatory. My liege, your lavatory awaits. That's a sentence I've said before. Anyway, hey. Oh, that was my Hillary Clinton impression I was doing earlier. That's what I was trying to tell you. Your mama's so old. When she saw a crowd gathered around the remains of Australopithecus afarensis. Let me take another stab at that. I do know that word. When she saw a crowd gathered around the remains of Australopithecus afarensis, she said, "Why is everyone so excited to see her? Bitch still owes me $5. That's Lucy, by the way, the very famous early hominid Lucy. You know, because people all the time be like, "Oh, well, have you found the missing link?" And it's like, no, it's not like the missing link. Like, we have so many fucking links of the chain. It's fucking stupid. And if you keep asking, like, imagine if you were, picking up pieces of metal in the dirt and there were parts of them that were connected to each other in a chain-like fashion. You dust them off and you're like, oh my God, it's a chain. And you're like, holy shit, well, this is definitely a chain. And so you keep looking around, you find more bits of chain and more bits of chain and more bits of chain. And they're all interconnected to each other in ways that suggest chain. But none of them is as long as an entire chain would be, you know, because entire chains are much longer. But they're all bits of chain. And it makes you think, oh, this was probably all part of the same chain. Like, sure. That's what we would assume, is that, like, all of these things found in the same way, in the same place, of the same, like, strata of rock, the same geological fucking indicators of time and shit. Like, and we just find these chains, and they're so intricate. This is not just a chain. This is like a fucking jeweler's chain where it's like flattened over on one side so that it like lays flat against your skin, and there's no part of it that's like rough against your skin. It's just like smooth as shit. But it's a chain, and some like crafty ass European jeweler has been like, I'm gonna make this shit feel nice when you put it on. That's the kind of chain we're talking about. We're not talking about some like fucking ratty ass like, okay, put this around the stump, like kind of a chain. God damn it. Evolution is fucking real. I'm sorry. Sorry, any of you who believe things that are wrong. Anyway, moving on. Your mama's so fat, Ferdinand Magellan died while trying to circumnavigate her ass. Fourth wall break, a little bit. My daughter thought this was fucking hilarious. I showed her this one and she laughed out loud. She's like, that's some funny shit, Dad. I'm like, you right. You wrote a paper on this motherfucker. And she's like, yeah, that's why it's even funnier to me, because I fucking know about how Ferdinand Magellan died and shit. Like, I know he was trying to circumnavigate the globe only to be fucking killed in a tribal battle in the Philippines. Yeah, I know that shit, Dad. That's why I get your fucking funny joke. Yeah. Instead of, killed in the Philippines because he was trying to circumnavigate your mama's ass. Like, hilarious. Maybe the Philippines is just, the fucking, something coming out of your mama's ass. Sorry, Philippines. You don't deserve that. You're not Thailand. Anyway. You're not Vietnam. Anyway, sorry. My Cambodian preferences show through, and it's like, oh, you like, you've been in America and you're like, yeah, I've seen racism. I know the ugly face of racism. And it's like, do you? Well, do you know what it looks like when like the entire country is like, no, that racism that you have, that is 100% justified. You go ahead and have that, like, you haven't seen what it's like when an entire country is like, yeah, fuck everyone from Vietnam. And if you're like, have you seen the way their women dress? It's fucking cute. Like, who's against that? And they're like, you fucking traitor. I'll fucking kill you with a pitchfork, you son of a bitch. Like, they don't fuck around with their racism. Like, okay, I will tell you for real. This is actually factual, okay? Like, I learned about the 7th of January. And, okay, that means nothing to anyone who doesn't know anything about Cambodia, which you probably don't, but it's not your fault, and I'm sorry. Anyway, so January the 7th was the date. January 7th, 1979 was the date when the Vietnamese overthrew Pol Pot, the whom you call Pol Pot, or Pol Pot, I think people call him. Pol Pot, Apot. Anyway, that he was overthrown, kicked out of power, but after that, the Vietnamese put in a puppet government, which was also linked to Russia, which is why so many like Cambodian youth in the 1970s were shipped off to Russia, and a lot of them speak Russian and shit, Like, I knew an engineer, and he's like, yeah, I speak fluent Russian. And I'm like, well, that's funny because I'm speaking your language. And he's like, I know. What the fuck? He's like, I can barely speak English. And I'm like, let's give that a shot. And he's like, nah, you speak better Cambodian than I do English. And I'm like, that's fucking what? What is happening right now? Anyway, but unfortunately, I don't speak Russian, so like that never happened. Anyway, it never happened that we spoke in Russian. We spoke in Cambodian, although he spoke fluent Russian and I did not. And he spoke broken English, but I spoke pretty solidly good Cambodian. Anyway, regardless, jeez. Moving on. Your mama's so dumb she couldn't remember the first name of the king of the Netherlands. It's Willem. It's always Willem. It's always Willem. Your mama's so fat, her asshole creates a gravitational force of such great immensity, not even light can escape it. That's how black holes work. We're just saying that your mama's asshole is a black hole. Probably the immensity of your mama's ass collapsing in on itself. But still there's more mass out there. That's why it turned into a black hole in the first place. Is there's so much mass. Anyway, regardless, not even light can escape. Your mom is so dumb. She tried to make money by taking bets on Schrodinger's cat and wound up losing money to everybody. Everybody's like, yeah, we're both right. That's right. And the only time in history we're like, taking all bets. Wait, everybody wins except for me? I've got to pay out on both sides of the fucking bet? God damn it. I thought at least some people would lose, that it would cover my fucking the costs that I put up front. Running a gambling establishment is harder than I thought. Oh my God. Right? You ever run your own gambling establishment? Anyway. All right, here we go. Your mama's so dumb, her belt size is Kuiper. Kuiper. I know it looks like Kuiper, but it's pronounced Kuiper. Your mama's so fat, her belt size is Kuiper. Have you heard of the Kuiper belt? Something from this area might smash our planet to death at some point. So maybe have heard of that. I don't know. You could try having heard of that. Like, chances are whatever takes the earth out is out here right now. Like, just maybe know that that's a thing that exists. Okay. Your mama's so old, she refers to Denari as pictures of my ex. Oh my God. That's that Roma money. That's one silver piece. Who's on the fucking in front of that? Oh, Octavian? No, what? I can't. Anus something at the Romanic. I don't know. Pax Romana. I don't know. I can sometimes read Latin, but this is very, very hard to read. Okay. Your mama's so fat, Katana Kajis study her neck to find out how to pack more rolls in. Yes, your Japanese sword makers with their complex Damascus patterns. Your mama's so easy to exploit. The gears of capitalism have never run so smoothly. Oh, that one just makes me sad. God damn it, we're all being so exploited. The fucking, like, we need a labor movement so badly because we are all just being ground into the fucking gears of the almighty dollar. God damn it. Like, if you weren't rich when this fucking machine started spinning up, well, then you're not going to fucking get there. Those motherfuckers slammed the door behind them. Holy fuck. Anyway, let's all be exploited together. uh, your mama's so dumb. When I told her that her term paper amounted to little more than a distillation of the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, bitch pulled out a shot glass. I was like, what the fuck you got a shot glass? And she's like, you said distillation. That means there's fucking whiskey. Or maybe some tequila or some shit. Bust that shit out. I got a shot glass. I keep it with me at all times. I'm like, no, I mean like a metaphorical distillation. She's like, I don't care which country it comes from. I prefer Mexico, but if it comes from a fucking, somewhere else, that thing you said, I don't care. I'll drink it. That's how dumb your mama is. Your mama's so dumb. She tried to create a Polan by installing OpenSUSE on a ThinkPad from 1999 and tying a piece of fishing line from the Ethernet port on the ThinkPad to a dongle on the backside of a Toslink splitter, and then attempting to use IWconfig in the command line to connect the damn thing. Okay. So I actually do kind of understand this. I mean, it is intentionally difficult to understand, but a Polan is it's an optical network, and I forget how else it's different. It's like, but I remember what the diagram of it looks like, but I don't remember how to explain it. Anyway, but I do I do know what a Polan is. But OpenSUSE is a Linux distro that a lot of people like to complain about. ThinkPads, people love them or they hate them. Oh my God, people who love ThinkPads are like, I love ThinkPads so much. Diddle the clit on my ThinkPad. Yeah, because they have the little clitoris mouse mover thingy. The little red rubber nubbins that you'd be like, you like that? Oh, like, uh, oddly not more popular with the lesbians. The ThinkPad from IBM and later from Lenovo or someone. Like, IBM was not the only company that created ThinkPads. Was it Lenovo? Anyway, regardless, we should not look this up. We need to go to fucking bed. We gotta work tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, ThinkPad on to a dongle on the backside of a Toslink splitter. Toslink, like, do they do the kind of splitters that you would need for a Polan? Because yeah, Polan, you use splitters, optical splitters, to set up the network. That's like why it is what it is. That's the physical means by which you create the network is optical splitters. Anyway, regardless, IWconfig is a command line in Linux, command line command where you can use it to configure your wireless settings. But I think it has been replaced. I don't quote me on that. I know that Linux has been like, yeah, Linux distros in general have been using different, like, more updated commands. I hear. I don't know. I have not used Linux in a while. I used to use Ubuntu all the time, but it has been, honestly, it's been a decade since I last installed Ubuntu on anything. The only things that run Linux in my house are Raspberry Pis, and although there are several of those, yeah, I do very little command line with them. So, very little, if any. So, anyway, regardless, you were like, how many Linux machines do you have in your house, Rem? And how many do you use on a regular basis? How often do you get into command line? Okay. GitHub. Let's talk about it. Uh, like, oh shit. Repositories. You got any good repositories you know about? Know about any repositories that I should be using? God. For fuck's sake. Like, Linux is cool as shit. And I miss having any reason at all to run Linux. I have none, like, other than just it would amuse me. Because, like, my work computer does not run Linux. And I'm constantly running stuff back and forth between work and home. And because that is the case, like, I mean, it is easier. There are some things, like, that are being run through Google that I could just run a Google account, even on a Linux box, but, like, there are still a lot of things that require some Microsoft shit. And that's the state of affairs, folks. That is just the way it is. So yeah, I have not fucked around with Linux in a long time, and now I own way too many games on Steam, and how many of them are going to run through Wine or whatever Windows compatibility fucking app you want to, bring in. Because, like, if you're running it through compatibility mode, it just feels like you're losing some of your computing power just because you're running it in a compatibility mode. That's what it seems to me. Call me crazy, but that's what it seems like to me. This is my experience. Okay? So, that's Yo Mama Very Dumb. Yo Mama is so dumb. She tried to counter IE4 with Grob's attack. Is that one E4 or IE4? I don't know. It could be either one. I'm truly baffled by this because I don't know, like, chess moves. I know how to play chess. I've just never read a chess book. And so have never learned how to, like, fucking designate moves and shit. I just know how to... Wait, hold on. It's H... No, it's 1. Yeah, because A through H. And then 1. Yeah, 1 E4. 1 E4. 1 E4. Oh, and then Grob's attack is this one. Oh, that's a dumb counter. Why would you do that? It's stupid. I hate it. I hate your move. Just looking at it, I'm like, no. The very limited amount I know about chess, I know that's a bad move. Anyway. I guess you did stump me with this one. So you win. You are the winner of stumping the host. You said the host would not know at the end. I did not. Congratulations to you. This thing is almost 2 hours. Pick it the fuck up, Rem. Pick it up. Part the second. It's springtime, and our capitalistic overlords demand that you buy shit. Therefore, may we suggest the following. And here's a fun fact that I, Rem Pemberton, actually own one of these items in real life. Which one? I'll never tell. I do. As a matter of fact, I know the items that are coming up, and we'll just zip through these very quickly. Item number 1, hyper-realistic pig's foot pillow. Women are apparently not terrified of it. Only $49.99. Have a juggalo in your life for some reason? We can't account for it either. Buy this Mona Lisa print. Price to move at $49.99. Recreate that time the overrated sitcom Friends ripped off Mr. Bean in a shot-for-shot plagiarism of Rowan Atkinson's genius turkey on the head bit with our hilarious turkey hat. A bargain at $49.99. Okay, so this one actually looks fun. It fucking does. I would 100% do this. It is going to be summertime soon. And this is the kind of shit that I would not mind doing in the summertime. By which I mean wearing a black and white stripy bikini. Would love to do that. Summertime, funner time. Anyway, but yeah, giant inflatable bowling pins. You know you want them, and they're only $49.99. Put old number 45 where he belongs with the patented Donald Trump toilet brush. Finally, a toilet brush that you won't mind if flecks of shit get stuck to it. Wildly overpriced at only $49.99. For literally no reason whatsoever, it's a dinosaur with an incredibly realistic penis-shaped head. If you buy it, you'll 100% fuck yourself with it, but if you don't buy it, you're also fucking yourself because it's only $49.99. Ever wondered what it's like to tread on the testicles of your fallen enemies? Of course you have. Well, now you can simulate that feeling with these weird-ass sandals. You get the pair for only $49.99. Okay, I need you to pay attention to these fucking socks for a minute. I noticed this just yesterday. They say stirrupin'. I don't know, you getting your stirrups on, getting up in the stirrups, you know? And then the thing says, fuck, it's a fashion more. Fuck, it's a fashion more. Or should I say it like Mario from Nintendo? Fuck, it's a fashion more. Woohoo! It's a fashion more. Regardless. Ladies, are you skinny like an Asian? If yes, get this gorgeous little black dress. If not, go fuck yourself, fatty. A deal for skinny bitches only, $49.99. I just love this description. Our size is Asian code, so if you are fat, please choose plus size. If you don't have confidence, please don't choose free size, even though they are very sexy and nice. Thank you. Like, look at how sexy and nice. You will not be this sexy and nice if you are fat. Because you are fat, no one will love you. Like, choose the big fat size, fatty. Broheimers, does your current undie situation not separate the bullet? If it doesn't, you need these shits. Actual bullet separation for only $49.99. It's just when I saw this, like, bullet separation, I was just going through my AliExpress. I was just like, what's in here, I wonder? And they were like, bullet separation. And I'm like, what? You gotta be kidding me. Like, I thought this underwear was funny enough as it is, but you gonna call it bullet separation? God damn. The comedy gods doth hear mine prayers. And lo, they did send unto me their avatar, and he did separate the bullet, he did cleft it in twain, and he did sticketh out his gibbly bits like an elephant's nose. And have you ever seen them elephant's nose under britches? Them shits is hilarious. Are you 190 centimeters tall or shorter? Dunk your shits in this luxurious folding bath. Soak them nards for one low payment of $49.99. And I know what you're thinking. 190 centimeters. Is this fucker short? Is he a short guy? That's what you're thinking. No, he's 6'2". Yeah, 190 centimeters, like 6'2". Regardless. I know, because people ask me, they'd be like, are you 190 centimeters? Because Cambodians be short. They're like, my God, you must be 190 centimeters. And I'm like, nah, no, 120. No, I'm just kidding. That 120 is much shorter than that. Oh, God. Regardless. Do you like the feeling of warm shit oozing under your feet? Get that feeling all the time with our patented shit tech chanclas. Yeah. Live out your weird ass fetish for just $49.99. 3.5 centimeter thickness. Feeling like stepping on shit. Oh, you're gonna feel like you stepping on shit, my friend. First, they set themselves apart as two of the worst motherfuckers alive today. Now you can own them as a pair of ugly ass swim trunks. Go fuck yourself for one installment of $49.99. Aliens are real, and soon they will outlaw your archaic Earth money. Start turning your cash into legal alien tender today, and you won't look like a dipshit when our new overlords descend from the heavens. Turn your turn your worthless paper into soon-to-be expensive beryllium for a mere $49.99 per coin. Limit 100,000 per household. Fucking lobster claws for your hands. Why? We're here to sell shit, not to answer stupid fucking questions. Shut up and give us your $49.99. Motherfucker, I'm not playing around. I make lobster claws for your fucking hands. Do you want them or not? Answer is yes, you do. Know someone who caught them all like a real fucking man? That's right. It's the only type of person who catches them all. You gotta catch them all, but not everyone catches them all. You gotta be fucking dedicated. You gotta be a real ass man. Anyway, know someone who caught them all like a real fucking man with testosterone coursing through his thick, girthy, manly loins? Give that fucker a statue or he'll pleasure your wife/girlfriend in ways a little femboy cuck like you never could. Give us your money, you pansy ass, or we'll come over there and take it. It's only $49.99. Bitch ass motherfucker. Can't handle this shit. Look at this trophy. You think you could put this on your fucking mantle? No, but you get fucking laughed out of your own house. You know you don't fucking deserve this shit. You don't deserve that girlfriend of yours. I'm taking her too. Fuck you. I will give her pleasure like she has never known. She will forget your first name when she is done with the orgasm I have in store for her. She'll forget her own first name, God damn it. That's why I don't bother learning what it is. Anyway, moving on. Okay, gotta move quickly. This is gross. It's a big ass fake nose that you can squeeze zit pus out of. It fucking sells itself. Surprise, you already gave us your $49.99. That thing is fucking gross. Show's over. No closure. This program was made possible by the Igneous and Gertrudina Buttcomer Foundation. Promotional considerations provided by Ralph Morgan's Extra Strangly Snakes. The Lonely Ashlar Burns Girl, losing the accent. And Grandpappy True Reel's foul-smelling balms and gruels. And the one and only True God. This program was directed and performed by Rem Pemberton. Bubba Hotep was an okay movie. We've done this before. Written by Braxton White Guy. Ian Ramey was the true hero of Man with the Screaming Brain. I met Bruce Campbell at a screening of Man with the Screaming Brain. He signed my copy of Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way, and he made fun of me to my face. It was amazing. Because, you know, you want Bruce Campbell to make fun of you, because he plays an asshole who, like, doesn't appreciate anybody. And so, like, that's actually what people want out of Bruce Campbell, which is funny. Because, like, he might actually be a really sweet guy who is like, oh, my God, you guys, I love my fans. They are so nice, you know? But, like, he can't react that way to his fans because his fans are like, no, don't do it like that. Like, swear at me, call me a little bitch or something. How am I supposed to enjoy this shit? Like, so I swear to God, he was insulting anyone who asked a question at the movie screening. Like, everyone who asked a question, he was like, "You dumb motherfucker." I swear to motherfucking Christ. Except that's not how to insult someone like Bruce Campbell. He might have called someone a dumb fuck. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, the fact of the matter is he was hilarious. He was on point. He was everything I wanted. And they tell you, like, don't meet your fucking idols. I met Bruce Campbell, and he was everything I wanted him to be and more. Like, that is a fucking idol. Bruce Campbell, I tell you, like, swear to God. And if you don't know who Bruce Campbell is, get your ass together because it's clearly fallen apart. You go down to your local Blockbuster, you say, "Give me everything with Bruce Campbell in it," and then you solve your fucking life. Okay, maybe Blockbuster doesn't exist anymore. You just go to IMDb and then you find those movies. They're listed there. Anyway, start with Evil Dead, then Evil Dead 2, then Army of Darkness, then on from there. You got a little bit of Xena to watch. You know, that's going to happen. You're going to watch some fucking, oh God, what's his Western show? God damn it. I can't remember the name of the name of Bruce Campbell's Western show. The Adventures of someone, the character's name. God damn it. But it's got time travel in it and shit. Like, it's crazy. It's a good show. It was a good ass show. And it ended on a cliffhanger. And it was like, God damn it, I was watching that. You son of a bitch. Why you gotta fucking cancel everything that's good and then be like, oh, we're gonna The Adventures of Brixton County Jr., Buxton County, Briscoe County Jr. That's his name, Briscoe County. There you go. Fuck, I got there. The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. There's the one where he plays a spy at the beginning of, like, right after the Revolutionary War, spying against the British who were still conniving and trying to fuck around on American land. And we're like, hey, no fucking around here. We just won a war against you assholes. Fuck you. You know? So, like, yeah, that's the setting for that one. That one's, God damn it, I can't remember the name of that one. The DVD box set is yellow. Jack of all trades. It's called Jack of all trades. I swear to God it is. Oh, shit. When did this turn into, like, me trying to remember Bruce Campbell's IMDb page? He wrote, directed, starred in Bubba Hotep and Man with the Screaming Brain. Boy, did he ever. Good movies, both of them. Ozzie Davis in Bubba Hotep, like, great job as Black JFK. That's like Oscar-worthy acting there. Shit. People didn't fucking... Yeah, didn't recognize. There's a chance I may have said his name wrong. It is, his first name is Ozzy. I know that much. He's a wonderful actor. He did a great fucking job of that movie as Black JFK. That movie has fucking, like, walking with a walker, fat old Elvis, and fucking wheelchair Black JFK trying to fucking fight off an ancient Egyptian fucking demon who, like, sucks people's souls out of their assholes. That is what Bubba Hotep is. And if that does not interest you as a concept, may I suggest that you go fuck yourself, because that sounds like a goddamn good time. I'm sorry. I just know what things are that are good. Fuck you. Oh my God. It's just going to stand here and defend everything that Bruce Campbell has ever done. Dark Man was better than you remember. Anyway, regardless. Theme song by the Out of Tuners. A presentation of Non-Sober Badger Productions. A subsidiary of the large, boring-sounding corporation with surprisingly questionable business practices. A branch of the intentionally vague corporation whose purpose may never be known. The Blaine Group. And communism. Not dead yet, suckers. Communism appears courtesy of the need for a new American labor movement. The American labor movement. It's like politics, but it's relevant to your actual fucking life. The American labor movement would like to remind you that if you don't like the results of unbridled capitalism, you should try and vote for something else. No, vote to try something else. Be like, hey, we tried this shit. Could we try different shit, please? Different shit might be really good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, 2 hours, 15 minutes, fuck me. God damn. I set out to do a tight, 43-minute show. That's all I like. I didn't even think it was going to hit an hour. I've got too much words in my mouth. When I get to flapping these gums, they do not stop until I reach the tip top. Anyway, I got to go to bed. Y'all motherfuckers have been delightful. Thank you for your time, for your consideration, for your honesty, for your fucking pressing your body up against mine so sweet, so right in the late night. Audience, you and me slow dancing to the last song. Fucking just everybody else packed up. Guys sweeping the floor already. You and me, we fucking dancing to this shit. We savor in this fucking moment. Who knows when we're going to be here again? You and me, audience. That's what we're fucking doing. Anyway, hey. So I guess I had a pretty good time or whatever. So, if you wanted to call me again or whatever. So, I could probably be free again, maybe again this weekend. Who knows? Whatever. So, just call me whenever. It's no big deal or whatever. So, my God. Did I tell you, you look so cute tonight? So, okay, whatever. Okay, thank you for this one. I will see you. I could do that. I could do that character. So I could do that all fucking night. And so for my sanity, for your sanity, and for the concept of sanity in the world, we bid you adieu from here in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. We say thank you, and we will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.